We got a 1966 T120 TT Special. The bike is over 90% original. If you want a pin, we've got the original tank. We've repainted in Dreer red in the last white. Correct dimensions here on the tank. All the detail. TT came with Western bars, and they're very hard and difficult to find anal grade grips. The specific Lucas cutout switch. If I start from the front, you'll notice you have a 350-19 made in Great Britain K70DelMar. Really hard to find. Cadmium plated spokes with the original wheels. The original TT pipes held on by the very fragile button here. Coming down underneath the bike with a gentle splay outward. The motor is the 1966 TT model. It came with the newly introduced lightened flywheel. It has the Johnson Motors number 15 TT Scrambles cams. And they're fitted to the Hepalite 11-to-1 high compression pistons. Real big bumpers. Now the cylinder head was unique to the TT via the intake ports. 389/95, I believe, inch and 3/16 size Venturi on the carburetors. The air cleaner, we searched all over the world and found a brand new original stock. You can see by the decal in between, it is a untouched, I didn't even paint it. That's just the way it came out of the box with the original paper element, the original boots, clamps, everything. It's completely brand new. I was very lucky to find it. Again, in the back, it's a 418 made in Great Britain Dunlop K70. It has the energy transfer ignition system, which is an AC magneto. It's a timed magneto. It has a timed rotor here. You can set them at 37, 39, and 41 degrees via your rotor. Then the impulse goes up to the coils. It runs on 4 condensers, 2 up at the coils and 2 down at the points. It's a pretty tricky system, but once they work pretty good. You got to keep everything real clean. Basically, the bike is a stripped down Bonneville made for desert racing, made for having flat pack. Under the seat, it was just real simple. They did away with the battery box completely. These 2 wires here were off your Eastern TR6C, which came with a headlight and a tail light, but in the TT Special it was done away with. Your breather tank with the original hard as a rock plastic hose, and really just simple. It's nothing. It's your wires coming up here, going up to the coils, and that's it. It's done. Fold up foot pegs. Excuse me. This is marvelous. Anything else you can tell me about it? Well, it's got the correct shocks on it. We checked the numbers in the parts book, and it came with, when I found the bike in the desert, in the Oregon desert, and we checked the numbers of most of the componentry. Also, talking about the suspension before I forget, they are the correct numbered shocks for this model, and it had the green striped springs in it, which are the correct poundage for this model. Also, the 66 had a unique front end in that it has a damper rod front end instead of the restrictor valve front end here. So we knew that when we took this thing apart, that this was not a hacked together TT. It had, and it still does have, but a lot of the components have been restored, the correct components were here. So basically what we did is we took as many, if not all of the parts that came with the bike and rebuilt, refurbished, and restored them to as new as possible condition.